Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman, and welcome back to a project run through over in the Vinings area. And we are out today on an inspection repair bid, so we are actually with the buyer on this one and reviewing things that the home inspector found. And some of the stuff is very obvious when you look at this window right here. You'll see the wrinkling in this wood and the rot right there in this corner. You can see that little area right there. When you sneak around behind it, some of these pieces are custom made, so we can't buy them at Home Depot or Lowe's. We actually have to get the carpenters out to cut these things. And that's true in here when you're looking at noses like this. So this is a nose, this outside piece right here, through here. And so we can't piece a nose like this. We can sometimes piece the sill, and there's a little rot in the sill at this far left corner right here, and this frame and mold is rotted. When you have a nose like this, we have to replace the whole piece. When you look at window sashes like this one right here, the inspector pointed this one out. See the wrinkling in the wood right here? And then on the next window over in front of the dining room, see that wrinkle right there? That just lets you know it's rotted out. And part of that's happened through here, and then you've got this upper brick mold right here all the way across is rotted right through here because it's trapping water up on top of that stucco. So we just need to reseal it, keep the water out. This house probably sat for a while without gutters, and that caused some of these windows to rot out because they've never been caulked and sealed properly. Some of the stuff that comes up on an inspector's report, you can't really see it in the video, but I think this transom right here, this one right there is a blown seal, and a couple of these side windows are blown seals. We can fix those. We actually have a relationship with a factory that'll remake those things for us. Used to be able to do it in a day, and since COVID came, it takes about a week now. This window right here above the dining room, we've got rotted left and right frame, and there's rot in the bottom of that sash. We're the only company in Atlanta I know of that will carve out rotted wood in a window sash and repair it with real wood, back primed and sealed. It won't rot again. But the main thing you're looking for is like in this garage door over here. We also repair this. We just did a job recently where the cost of replacing the door is about $4,800, and we fixed it for I think $400 or $500. My guys did it, but we actually have to custom make these pieces right here, and right here, and we can do that. Back prime and seal them, and you don't have to replace the garage door, or they can if they want. Good paint is your best friend, so you see stuff peeling, your best to fix it. But these windows have never been caulked and sealed, so we have the similar issue up here on this window over the garage. The left and right frames and brick molds are rotted, including the nose right there. As we go around to the left side and the rear, we'll just catch a few things. And so we're really only looking at, on these situations, we're only looking for items that the inspector has pointed out that need to be repaired. There's other things that, this homeowner could do. And the good thing about working with Handy Andy is that once you're with us, we pretty much do everything. So we're relationship-driven people. You can call us to paint, like this house needs exterior paint. The trim needs to be painted. And you can kind of see like this window right here isn't rotted, but you'll see coming from this side right here, see the black line? It's never been caulked in the sash. And the same in the upper sash right here. Whenever you see that black line, they've sealed it with paint, and that's why it's rotted. On the right side of this window, the right side frame and molding is rotted. Right in this corner right here, you can see it. And then this area over here, the soffit, the gutter's been dumping. Probably this started before the gutters were put up. But this whole area here, this end cap is rotted, the freeze board is rotted, the crown in there, and the soffit where you see that piece out of it. The soffit is the underside. The fascia is what this gutter sits against. Someone replaced the fascia, but they left all the rest of the rotted wood. And it's probably just whoever put these gutters up repaired whatever they really needed to do and nothing else. This window right here is at the kitchen. You can see the rot in the right side corner right there. And again, on the bottom window right here, see the indentation on the bottom corner? Got to carve that out and piece it back in. Don't really need to replace all these windows. You could if you wanted to, but it gets prohibitively expensive. I'd rather fix them. People complain that these windows will leak a little bit, and that's okay. This is a stucco house, so you don't mind a little leakage because it's cycling air in and out of your house, and so you won't have any mold and mildew problems doing it that way. If you seal up the house too much, you're going to have trouble with it. So most of this stuff in here is in pretty good shape. When you get to the back of the house, we're at the rear eat-in area right here. And again, you can kind of see this middle window. The inspector took a Took a little piece right here. So repair that sash. And then we've got the next window is the same thing. These are difficult repairs to do, but we do them all the time, actually. It's just been a big part of our business all these years. A few little things on the deck, nothing super major. They replaced some treads in here. And then we got a little bit of rot across windows back here. Most of these are actually in decent shape and just need to be painted. Where you can see right here, see the peeling paint. Good paint's your best friend on the exterior of the house. Caulk. Good caulk is really in short supply right now. It's hard to find it. And so you want to make sure if you're painting anywhere in the country right now, you talk to your contractor about what they're using. When we do come back to paint the house, these flashings were all cut short over all these areas right here. And so the flashing should extend across the top of that brick mold in that door about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half past it, and you can see it's cut short. So the result is this door jamb is rotted out, the threshold is rotted out, and there's some damaged subfloor underneath this door into the master. This back window is completely rotted, so I have to repair this rotted sash. We've got the French doors here, same issue. We can actually repair this door right here. The frame is rotted, the brick mold is rotted on both sides. Somebody came through here about a year or two ago and repaired this. See those horizontal cuts? Never do them. You want to do a weather cut, because if you do a horizontal cut like this, repair is probably maybe 3 years old. It's completely rotted through again. If you don't back and prime and seal the replacement piece, that's what you're going to get. This door right here was repaired previously into the kitchen. It's all rotted out, and it was probably done, I don't know when, but we'll do a weather cut so it'll be an angle. So if you were to look at my finger in here, if you can measure the line of it, it'll be angled across in here like this. Is a weather cut. Back prime and sealed will never rot again. There's a little damage to the stucco behind it. We'll fill that up. You can see here where the last painters came through, they puttied this window. That's a big no-no. The wood fungi that causes wood rot is anaerobic, so once you put putty over it, you gave it a Hotel 6, and now it's rotted out that whole nose, that whole sill. And the general rule with us is if it's rotted on one side, we can piece it in, but when it's rotted on both sides, we have to replace the whole sill, the whole nose. The last contractor that worked on this house, this nose was rotted back here, and you can see if you look closely, he just added a strip of wood to cover up the rot. And what he really did is once he didn't seal that up, the water caught in there like a dam and just rotted everything out. So that's really kind of what's happened here. The window up here is starting to rot, but it's still good. So like in this corner right here, if we just seal this up, we're good. The paint's peeling because the water's getting to it, but it's not rotted yet, and that's what you want. But these are all the sash points in the frame and the whole house. Once you caulk and seal them up, perfect. You'll be good to go again. So that pretty much walks us through this house. There's another section of rot right here. And again, this repair that was done here was done strictly to hang the gutter, it looks like. So the soffit's all rotted up underneath there. And when we come make this repair, we'll pull this fascia board out, because I doubt that they back primed and sealed the back edge of it. Someone has come through and done a bunch of stucco work already, and so the stucco appears to be in pretty good shape. My brother and I have been running a crew of 20 to 30 people for the last 28 years in Metro Atlanta, and one of the reasons people call us is we do everything. Anything you can imagine, this company does it, except for air conditioning, which we have great vendors to refer to you, and swimming pools, which we can also refer you folks. Outside of that, we do everything. Just be patient with us. This is some of the new stucco flashing work that was done here. So they had issues with moisture in the house before. It looks like they did a bunch of stuff. You can reach us in the office at 770-912-2829. Sometimes you can catch me, Andy, directly at 770-265-9017. I'm Andy. See you at the next house. Bye for now.